In this video, we're going to look at question 10 and 11 on the Christmas test. So Christmas test revision in coordinate geometry. So there's some skills involved in coordinate geometry that you're always asked. First is reading points from a graph. Second is plotting points. Now these points are given to us in this question. But let's say we had this point here. So we go out 4 and we go up 4. So the point 4, 4. Now I don't think I need to spend much time doing that, because if you can't do that at this point, well, God forbid, you can't do that. So what do we get asked? Right, we get asked midpoint. So I'm going to find the midpoint of AB. We can be asked slope. I'm going to find the slope of AB. I can be asked the length of AB. And I can be asked for the equation of the line AB. So I'll do it for two of these. I'll do A and B, and then I'll do B and C, because one has positive slope and one has negative. Right, so let's start by just using the diagram to help us find the slope of AB. So my run from 1 to 3, you can see, is 2. And my rise starts at 1 and ends at 7. My rise is 6. So slope is the letter M. M is the rise over the run, 6 over 2. Now the length of AB, we can get using the numbers in the slope. It's basically Pythagoras. If you look at the right angle triangle, the two straight sides squared and added together is the square root of 40, but your calculator sees this as root 4 by root 10, which is 2 root 10. So don't worry if your calculator gives a word like this. The midpoint of AB, we take the points 3, 7 and 1, 1. We line them up on top of each other, 3, 7 and 1, 1, and then we add and divide by 2 to get midpoint. So 4, 8, the midpoint is 2, 4. Let's put that on the diagram. Plotting points, out 2, up 4. Does that look like the midpoint of does AB? Halfway along. And then the equation of a line is y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1. It is in the formula booklet on the front cover. You could ask for it, the formula booklet, if you don't get it in the exam. So we've 3 points. We've actually got 2, 4, we've got 1, 1, and we've got 3, 7. And it doesn't matter which one we use. I'm going to use 1, 1 because they're the smallest numbers. And I'm going to write down m is equal to, I'm going to simplify it now. You can see I didn't simplify it earlier. M is equal to 3. So y minus 1 is equal to m, which is 3, times x minus 1. And then we just multiply out the bracket. Y minus 1 is equal to 3x minus 3. So if we wanted in the form, they either ask in the form ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. That's just everything on the same side of the equal sign. So 3x, bring across y. We have minus 3 and bring across minus 1. So we get 3x minus y minus 2 is equal to 0. The other form they ask it in is y equals mx plus c. So they just want y on its own on the left. Now I'm going to bring it to the right here. 3x minus 2 is equal to y. Just visually bringing it to the right, but that's the same as y is equal to 3x minus 2. And if we write it in this format with y on its own, the slope will appear in front of x. So equation of a line, the bit that people freak out about, but actually it's not too bad, as you can see. Okay, let's do the same for BC. Draw my right angle triangle. My rise looks like it's 2. My run starts at 3 and ends up at 9. The x values 3 to 9 is 6, so a similar slope here. Well, we have the same numbers, but we're going to get a different answer. So the slope of this one, m, is equal to the rise over the run, 2 over 6. However, it's negative because of the direction it's going down in. It's like it's a plane coming into land. So the slope is minus 2 over 6. The length is going to be the same. The length of BC is going to be exactly the same as this guy here with the 2 and the 6. The midpoint of BC, so we line up 3, 7 and 9, 5 to get 12, 12. So the midpoint dividing by 2 will be 6, 6. Out to 6 and up 6. Does look like the midpoint halfway along. And the equation of the line here, we'll take the point 6, 6 here while it's here, and we have m is equal to, we got minus 2 over 6, which we're going to simplify to be minus 1 over 3. Every time you do equation of a line, write the formula. Y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1. Write down underneath so you have it. I know it's above, but just keep consistent. M is minus 1 over 3, and we're going to use the 0.66. So y minus 6 equals minus 1 over 3 times x minus 6. So we're going to get 3y minus 18 is equal to minus 1x. If you want to put the 1 in, minus 1 by minus 6 is plus 6. If we want to write it in the first format that we wrote, ax plus by plus c, we have a negative x, so bring him across to the left. X plus 3y minus 18 minus 6, we've left nothing there, equals 0. So x plus 3y minus 24 is equal to 0. And if we leave the 3y on its own on the left, we could have 3y equals minus x minus 24. And that actually does for the format y equals mx plus c. You don't have to divide by 3. So either format, either way, coordinate geometry question 10 and 11 on your Christmas test.